are too orange. Let me fix this, because you know what I'm trying to do? That was supposed to be Phantom Liberty colors. Let me actually try it, like, is that more? No. I'm trying to get red, but it's really orangey here. That's, I don't know, what the hell? Yeah, I'm using my mind to actually change those lights, you know? I'm like fully synced with my house. I don't know. Well, by some reason, it's actually real life, it looks red, but like in the camera, it looks orange. This is wild shit. This is some wild shit, my troops. This is some wild shit, my troops. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, well, it is what it is. It needs to be that. No, that's not it. Okay, well, anyways, we gotta stay like this. We gotta stay like this. Nice to see you, my friends. How's everyone doing? I have heard there was some news, you know, people speak in the internet. There was some news to be discussed, isn't it? Lower the music. I know, my chum. I know. I'm just I kind of like when music is loud at the beginning. You know what I mean? You probably do. How are you doing, Pavo? Let me think how I'm doing. I think I'm quite hyped. That's probably the best way to put it, but I actually know that I shouldn't. So yeah, no hype allowed. Oh yeah, no hype allowed. Exactly as Asha said, I am okay. That's exactly how my state is. I think I'm fine or okay. That depends, you know, how you look at it. My friends, that's been almost a week since we saw each other, and well, that was a shit on the stuff that happened, right? Didn't it? Now, before we get to it, because there's ton of stuff to discuss. I wanted to mention some of you that are here. It's really awesome to see you, as always, my friends. I wanted to point out our dear moderators, my dear girlfriend Sapphire, our friend Cogito, and of course our dear Reds, Monica Ayano, our UI producer, and Chivok, our player experience manager. I think, if I'm not wrong. Yes, I think I got his title right this time around. So, I have heard that there is new music in town. I have heard something. You guys probably you guys have completely new jam. I heard. Did you? Yeah, I heard you do have a completely new jam. Those bangers are so fucking hard. Oh yes. Seba Master 17, yes, my friend. If you would only know why it is like this. If you would only know why. I love this music. It actually works so well with the story themes of the expansion. Ghost in the Shell vibe. Interesting. Interesting that you feel Ghost in the Shell here. Where is the CP Edgerunners Season 2? DJ Judo asks. I don't know, my friend. Probably somewhere. I know where, definitely. It's definitely in my NDA. So I cannot speak about any of that. I cannot speak any of that stuff, you know? I cannot speak any of that stuff, as you can imagine. So yes, I have this music looped for a bit, you know, it's nice. I really like this tune. My friends, there was a lot of things that happened. I see already you have a ton of questions, which is nice. I also have a shitload of things to go with you. Now, one thing that I wanted to mention, my friends, I unfortunately don't have this much time to stream today. I really didn't want to. Cut the stream out because of the fact that there was like so much news and so many cool things to discuss. So we're gonna stream a bit shorter today, maybe like an hour shorter or so. It's just because I have so much stuff to work on, and also, and I would say primarily, there is a Promised Land coming up in a week of time, right next weekend and beginning of the week. And I'm going to be on Promised Land because I'm one of the speakers, and I'm just still going over my presentation for Promised Land, so I need to focus on that as well, outside of all the work-related topics. So time is really, really busy. And I also want to make sure that I will timestamp this video for you tomorrow and put it on YouTube. So, there's just layers and layers of obligations that I have. But I don't want to cut any of that out because I just want to be sure that I'm here with you. So we'll just stream slightly shorter for you, but that's it. We'll try not to cut as many activities as I can. Deus Jesus says I look tired. Yeah, I mean, it's probably, man. If I look tired, I'm probably a bit tired. I mean, I had a good sleep today. Well, yesterday and today, so I feel, really rested. In comparison to normal days. But there's definitely time is definitely intense. It's like, I would say, it's not even the amount, but I would say just the intensity. You can see how much stuff is going on. Because like outside of the work stuff and everything connected with that, 2.0 and Phantom Liberty, there's also Phantom Tour going on with like multiple countries actually going on Phantom Tour. We are right now during the Phantom Tour in Germany in Gamescom, but there are other countries coming, right? There is Beijing coming, there is Seoul coming, and a few other places. There's London coming. So it's a lot of time, my friends. Oh, hello, Ayano. Great to have you with us, Monica. As always, it's really nice to have you with us. Yes, so my friends, as I mentioned, just slightly shorter stream today, just because of amount of work that we have. But outside of that, I will try to go over everything that we've been doing. I'm not sure if I will have time to play the game today. We'll see. We'll see. I would like to, but it will be probably difficult. But we'll try to go through everything that is important. So, that being said, my friends, I wanted to look into some questions that were already popped up on the chat, and then outside of that, I will want to go over some cool shit that was happening that maybe you didn't catch up with everything, and just answers the question in regards of any of that. If anything is unclear, there was so many things that were revealed regarding the game that I don't really even know that they will have time to go over everything, but we'll see. I hope so. Lil Kawibs asks, patch 2.0 release date. I cannot speak about it, my friends. This will be revealed. Already our community manager, Alicia, mentioned that this will be a bit before Phantom Liberty, but that is everything that I can say, okay? I'm not going to add anything more. This was already mentioned by, sorry, that was not Alicia, but Amelia. That was already mentioned, so I feel comfortable repeating that information, because this is, of course, under a strict NDA. I cannot randomly share information like this, but in a way, this is public knowledge already that we are going to share it slightly before the release of Phantom Liberty. So that is it. That is as much as I can tell you, my friends. We are gonna share that information as soon as possible, as soon as we can. Cogito gifted the subs. Holy shit, thank you so much, my friend. As always, Cogito, you're the best. Thank you so much, Cogito, for gifting the subs on the channel. You're the best. You're the best. I'm looking at another questions. Sorry, I will be jumping on them a bit randomly, but I'm trying not to miss anything. The Whack Attack asks when we are going to get 1.69 dildo patch. that is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. The dildo patch has been incorporated into 2.0. So that is basically the situation that we are at. We concluded with the closing squad that 1.69 is just too much to handle for you, my dears. So yes, it was incorporated in 2.0. I hope that answers your question. Yes? Okay then. Enough of this banging music. We're gonna switch to our sort of a normal, more normal soundtrack. Let's call it like this. The one that we normally listen to on the stream. So basically base soundtrack for Cyberpunk 2077. As always. Pablo says, Pavel, great trailer and a red stream, but I'm a bit disappointed with the plot spoilers at the beginning of the stream. Pablo, oh man, you cannot imagine how much debate internally before that happened we had how we should handle this. And I think like it's an important thing that I will focus on this like just for like a minute and answer this question, because like when we are making all of those events, you know, for you, my chums, there is like couple of things that you have to be aware of. I think like we could categorize the players into, I would say, 3 different groups. There's one group that doesn't care about Cyberpunk at all, didn't play it and won't ever play it. Maybe they feel that base game was just a huge disappointment and they just don't want to have anything to do with Cyberpunk anymore. And fair point, if they don't, then we probably can't do much about it. So that's one group, and we cannot probably do much about this group. Second group, I would say, is a group that you guys belong to. Those are the people that are the most educated about the game. They know everything about the game. They literally follow the people that are members of the Red Team. They follow them on Twitter and Instagram. They watch every stream. They literally know exactly what's going on. They're the most educated. They basically discuss things on Discord, forums, Reddit, I don't know, wherever else. Those are like the most involved people. And then there is the third group. And the third group is basically a group that didn't play Cyberpunk or kind of didn't like it, but they might, and they could be interested, but they don't really know. And that third group is gigantic. That third group is just the biggest group. And when we are organizing those events, we normally speak to group number 2 and 3, I would say. We speak to you guys, basically, and we are trying to make those events a celebration for you. You know, things that you guys can meet, you know, together and just cherish the IP, cherish the, you know, the game, just have fun, you know, have a bit of hype together, share those moments. But we also need to speak up to the third group, the group that doesn't really care that much about the game, and they could be convinced if we show them something. And this is, Pablo, where the whole, I would say, challenge happens. You know, how to decide of what to show to our players so that we convince some of the audience to actually try out Cyberpunk 2077 with or without Phantom Liberty, and how to, in the same time, speak to the group that is the closest to us, which is you guys. How to do it, you know, how to actually find that common spot. And this is, Pablo, basically what is the result of the trailer that we have done, every single trailer before, and also the red stream that you saw, you know. And again, like, even after the trailers that we have shown, people were saying that it was too much of a spoilers, you know. But in the same time, we want to show the players that maybe never heard about Cyberpunk 2077 how we do storytelling, how we do the characters, how the scenes look like, how the exploration looks like. You know, just the basic stuff that you can be like, oh, okay, this is this game with Keanu Reeves or Idris Elba, you know, this is how it looks like. I get it now. You know what I mean, Pablo? So it's really difficult balance to strike between trying to be communicative for the players who just don't care about the game, didn't see much, because don't care, it's already probably lost battle, but players who could play it, and in the same time do not break the experience for any of you, you know? And such a gigantic challenge. And again, the spoiler, quote unquote, that you saw, it's literally like, I would say, probably not more from 15 to 20% of one of the opening scenes. That's it. And another one that you saw was actually my quest, which was funny. It's the quest that where you had those two characters talking there in the tent with a glimpse of Kurt. That is because we were trying to focus on that segment a bit more on Barghest and show them. And those were two only spoilers that were there, and they were really, really tiny. So again, I get it that you would prefer no spoilers at all, but in the same time, we are trying to, as much as we can, to meet both of those goals, you know, not to discourage you guys from basically watching and meeting on those streams, but in the same time, maybe encourage the players who didn't care and didn't play Cyberpunk before to try to play it, you know. That's it, and I hope that I explained it well enough. It's really, really challenging and complicated, my friend, to really like try to just hit both of those, just to hit both of those goals, you know what I mean? Like, so I get it that I get it that it might be, you know, too much, even that for you. Chivok says, wait, you got quests in Cyberpunk 2077? Yes, Mike, I do. I have my own quest. It was actually like just a glimpse from my quest in Phantom Liberty, and it was, and I have some quests in base game as well. Yes. So, sorry guys, I've spoken so much about this, but I just wanted to make sure I explain it well enough. And again, I fully accept the fact that you may not agree. As you can see, it's a challenge here. And of course, if you have a suggestion how to do it better, I think like it's the best place to just mention this, you know, how we can do it better. Because like, I definitely do not want to lose any of you, a single person of you, you know, who really cherishes Cyberpunk and just wants to be there with us, right? But in the same time, it's just like we need to show something, right? Like we just need to show something, and it's so difficult, right? It's so difficult to strike that balance. Grindera said, thought the Cyberpunk was only a virtual photography game. Absolutely, probably for a lot of players who have like thousands of hours, that's probably also partially, partially, that's probably their primary focus, you know? So yes. High function stoner, interesting, my friend, very interesting nickname. So high function stoner, high functioning stoner. I mean, I have to admit that your guys' creativity when it comes to nicknames is something that I really appreciate. High functioning stoner says, imagine watching events like Gamescom if you are sensitive to spoilers. Yeah, of course, you know, and again, high-functioning stoner, good point. However, in the same times, those events are for people who are part of our, you know, of our community, right? So I just don't want someone to just avoid it because thinking that the dev team is just so mindless and they will spoil stuff, right? I would like this to be sort of a safe space, you know, for anyone in regards of the spoilers. So it's a challenge that we are facing and trying our fucking best to hit. Drelov says, hi Pavel, who do I need to sacrifice in order to get an early Phantom Liberty code? I don't know, Drelovs. Probably there's no way that any sacrifice can give you the early code, my friend. I don't think so. But yeah, if you can just get the game and you know, play together with everyone. You know, it's not that far. It's a month, right? We're just a month away, my chums. A month away from the release, and today is 27th. So a month minus 1 day. I think it's like, what, 30 days right now? I think it's 30 days. Yeah. There's a question if there will be an early pre-release of soundtrack for Phantom Liberty. Dormvite. I mean, we have never done it in the past, so I wouldn't be betting on it, but I don't know. I'm just looking at the previous experiences, you know, previous ways how we have done stuff. And in the past, we haven't done it because it's, in a way, just a spoiler, you know, we are giving you guys away everything in the same time. But last time, every single time when it comes to Cyberpunk and Witcher, the soundtrack was released shortly after or close after. So, quote-unquote, maybe, because I just don't know, right? Those decisions are not taken by me, who releases, you know, soundtrack and what timing. I would assume that it will be there shortly after the game, but again, my assumption based on my knowledge, not based on the info that I have, you know, my friend. So, as the situation. Dido of 303, question. I don't know if you can answer this. Will resetting the attributes also restore the points from the character creator too?
or are they permanently assigned? Oh, from character created, so we're talking about the attribute points. As far as I know, you'll be able to reset them after you get 2.0. That is the situation, as far as I know. As far as I know, my friend. So we are granting you the reset of those as soon as you get to the game. Okay then, my chums, I'm just checking what's going on in the chat. Jesus Christ, so many questions. Bright Spearer, will the finisher move have some cue that can be perceived with the HUD turned off? Great question, I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I have no idea. Because like the finisher is triggered right now when the health of the given NPC, of the given enemy hits a certain threshold. If you disable the HUD... Ugh, I don't know, my friend. That's such a specific and difficult question. I don't know. I'll ask our gameplay team, okay? I'll just ask, simply, my friend, how this is handled. Because this is really, really specific question. Do you suggest to start new campaign to play Phantom Liberty or play it with old character? Well, I mean, depends really, my friend. A lot of you actually loved your old characters and really role played with a lot of your old characters, and I know that some of you are actually really attached to your old characters. So if you have your own V, absolutely just continue from there. But I think Cyberpunk with Phantom Liberty is really fun. And I think like together it just shows even more than what you have with than Phantom Liberty itself, you know? And also like as we mentioned again, that was already said, so I'm not spoiling anything. There's basically a new way to end Cyberpunk, but for you to end it, you just need to play the game, right? So I would say that that is probably the fucking coolest way to play the game. Overall, but of course, you know, if you are like maybe short in time or you don't have your save or you just want to jump into Phantom Liberty, try it and then replay the whole thing together, sure, go for it. So I think there are different ways, you know, to do it. Like, you know, triggering new ending kind of just does require you to play the whole thing, you know what I mean? So, but you can of course, you know, like start from a main menu and skip to Phantom Liberty and from there play it, right? That's also fine, and you'll be able to play it because like in contrary to how it was done in The Witcher, you as a player, you couldn't really, my friends, you couldn't really finish the game, right? Because like the expansions in The Witcher, they were separate sort of games, right? They had this like standalone mode that if you have started, you couldn't play the base game with the expansion, unless you just started from the beginning and they were part of the game, right? With Phantom Liberty, we have done it, I think, better, which is that you can go new game, skip to Phantom Liberty, and then it kind of fast forwards you to that point, and only the minimum amount of quests that require you to fast forward to Phantom Liberty is done. And everything else you can just go in and play, right? So we have done it in a way to just like sort of do for you as little quests as you can, so you can have as big amount of game left out for you if you want to play like this, right? So that's an option as well, you know. We just done it in a way to just respect with your time, right? If you don't want to just start from beginning, you can use the skip to Phantom Liberty option. So that's actually quite cool, I think. Like, I think we have tried to take into account every possible combination of the player that exists. I don't think we have missed any type of player that played Cyberpunk in any way. Played, left it in the middle, played, finished it, played 2,000 hours, never heard of it, any kinds of should be really hindered and secured. My friends, I think, Jesus Christ, there's so many fucking questions. Will you see more Panama Judy in the DLC? Oh, I cannot speak about any of the spoilers. And again, I'm not saying yes or no to any of that, because like, even saying no to this question is a spoiler in some way. So no, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be commenting about what the expansion is about, you know, or where it leads to you to, you know. Romance with Songbird. I mean, we talked about it already. Like, even Gabe answered that question officially already, that this expansion hasn't been focusing on the romances, my friends. This is just a completely new story, and version 2.0, you know, that was basically our goal. That was our goal. Jesus Christ, there's so many questions. How will cross progression work with the DLC? 3-1 Game Time asks. First of all, not a DLC but expansion. Second of all, how cross progression is gonna work? Same as it worked with the base game. You play on one platform. If you own the game, you play on another one. Same thing. Basically, it's just like this. If you load the save on a cross progression save on a platform that doesn't have the expansion, of course, you know, it won't load. It's the same case as on Witcher 3, that if you have on Witcher 3 like made a save on expansion and then try to reload it on the base game without expansion, then of course it won't load it. It will just throw you an error. It will say, hey, you don't have the expansion on this platform, therefore I cannot load it, because simply that platform doesn't have the data, right? Like, you just don't have the data from in this case Phantom Liberty to load it. Outside of that, I think that's it, really. That should be totally the same thing. No other real edge cases that I can come up with, I think. No, I think that's it. I actually covered, I think, all the variants, my friend. Drelov's after Phantom Liberty, Project Polaris, Project Orion will be developed in tandem. Drelov's, so Project Orion's already ongoing, right? Polaris, not Orion. Polaris is already ongoing for some time, while Orion will be sort of, there will be more people joining it. We started like some early discussions and so on it, but yeah, full-time absolutely only when we will do it. God damn it, we have stealth spell on the chat. I didn't realize, Despina, that you are with us. Hello, I just saw that you just mentioned something on the chat, but the chat, of course, went so fucking fast that I missed you. Great that you are with us, Despina. Despina is a quest designer. Despina was with me on Phantom Liberty, but right now she is on Polaris since some time. I'm just mentioning that, my friends, in case of those who haven't been here before and don't know what the hell I'm talking about. My chums, do you guys feel? Hello, Paolo. Hello, Despina. You're the best. Thank you for being here. Jesus Christ. MWY there. Will you be able to finally unselect all quests in 2.0 Phantom Liberty or disable all quest markers? Oh, we didn't talk about it. I cannot say yes or no. I'm sorry. I wasn't revealed. No. It hurts me, but I can't say it. I can't say anything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I cannot answer this question. It just wasn't revealed in any way. Yes or no. I can't say no, my friend. So yes. Well, G67 Reloaded. So you mentioned you can skip right to Phantom Liberty from character creation. That's correct. Does this mean we can interact with Phantom Night City as well? Does it skip past Act 1? Act 1 ends up and you waking up under the shower when Act 2 starts, so I think the answer is yes. G67 Reloaded, that's correct. It skips specifically to the point after you have met Brigitte, Placide, and Alt, and you have had a one of the episodes of Tapeworm, right? Because for those of you who have played many times, you know that Tapeworm quest is the one that develops the relationship with Johnny, and that quest is actually the one that is happening. It can happen in different order, in different ways, really. So that is the one that plays out after that, and after that section you do have the Phantom Liberty. So this is where skip to Phantom Liberty positions you at. It's basically the closest possible logical point in the story you could be. Howdy chums, raid boss, god damn it! Tez Arcade, thank you so much, my friend. I don't know, didn't realize we got a raid party of 4. That is lovely. Hello, my friend. Nice to meet you with us. Tezercade, thank you, my friend. I hope you played Cyberpunk and will play Phantom Liberty on your stream. Why not, my friend? Matt Schreier asks about something that I cannot even read. 03, 12, 21, 5A, BC, elite somewhere. No idea, my friend. Can't tell. I have no idea if it's connected to the secrets. I am not commenting on them. That you guys know because, well, nature of the secrets is there for you to discover, isn't it? That is the nature of them. Rocket says, finally I made it for once. Nice to have you, Rocket, with us, my friend. If we skip multiple quests and go directly to Phantom Liberty, what will happen to decisions in those skip quests? We made the worst decisions you could. See, I'm joking, we didn't. We made some decisions for you, basically in those places. That have consequences further in the base game story, like pickup quest or the second conflict. Simar, we made basically decisions for you. We have tried to do it in a way that made most sense. I do not remember. Sphere Hunter said, "Pow snap, Pavel's back." Hello, Sphere Hunter. Hello, Susie. Nice to have you with us as always. So, my chum, sorry because I was in the middle of answering the question. Holy fuck, I lost trail of thought. So we have made Simar. We have made the decisions for you. I think we have made the decisions in a way that made most sense, I would say. For you, that is it. I don't remember every single case because there's many cases, you know, big and smaller decisions that had to be taken. So I don't remember exactly what is the state, but it's a good question. Maybe we should actually mention to you guys exactly specifically what choices are being made where. So that you know exactly what the skip to Phantom Liberty does when it comes to the previous quests. I will bring it up with our community team and we'll see, you know, if we should actually touch it. Good point, my friend. Thank you for bringing it up. Sphere Hunter wrote, "Hi chat, you guys ready for Stella's epic adventure?" Exactly. As you guys don't know, maybe you guys don't know, but Sphere Hunter Susie is playing Stella in Phantom Liberty. Yes. God damn it. Okay, I'm just checking if there's anything that I need to absolutely address right away. Edward Chimera. Interesting. Chimera. Edward Chimera. Odd question, but Cyberpunk Orion is being developed in US studio or in Poland, any beans you can spill. It's being developed by a studio in US, in Boston, that I'm part of. But part of the dev team from Warsaw will be supporting us and working with us together. So yes, specifically concept art, weapon art, vehicle art, and those departments. So basically things that are in a way part of a DNA of Cyberpunk, things that are very iconic and important to preserve and make sure that we get them right. That's basically the goal, my friend. So yes. The question is, will the tutorials be updated? Tico Robinson asks specifically about tutorial about T-Bug. I don't remember this one exactly, but definitely tutorials are updated of the new mechanics, as you can imagine. I don't remember this exact one specifically, if that one is updated. Definitely the tutorials are updated in various ways, because of course we just need to make sure the new mechanics fucking make sense for you chums, right? When is the next Red stream? Giapolo asked. My chum, I probably cannot reveal it, but it's soonish-ish. Soonish-ish. It's not further-ish, because the release of the game is in a month, so it cannot be really far. Can't be. It cannot be really far. Okay, my dears, I think it's time. I think it's time for some more swag. I wanted to show you something, because that actually really made me chuckle, so why not?
Oh shit. right, y'all. We got a lot to unpack.
I absolutely love this fucking meme. It really made me laugh so hard. It made me laugh so hard when I saw it.
What the? Oh shit.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
We got a lot to unpack.
We are not gonna watch the whole video, of course. I just wanted to point you out this funny piece. I'll link you the video of this creator in a second on the chat, because if you want to watch it, if you want to watch CrayG, absolutely go and do it. This is the link to the video. I'm just right now pasting it on the chat, my dears, so that you can try it. You can check it out. Here's the video for you. It actually really made me laugh when I saw that. When I saw that meme with Idris, I was like, okay, I was cool. That was actually funny. Yes, that was my legit reaction. Exactly. Spicy. Like the fact that he cut out Idris eating those spicy wings and started laughing. That was good. That's a good one. That's a good one. Show your cupcake. Interesting nickname, my friend. Nice that you are with us. Yes. Show your cupcake. Jesus Christ. You guys have that some creativity that comes in the creation of those nicknames, I have to say. Cryas11 asks, do you guys already have an idea about Orion's story, and has the script not even been written yet? My friend, I cannot reveal things about the future project. We are shipping right now Phantom Liberty. That's it. I cannot even reveal shit about Phantom Liberty. Or even Cyberpunk, probably, some of it. And you are asking me about Orion already? Jesus Christ, you guys are really hyped about this jail stream, aren't you? You just want me to stream from jail, don't you? I am sure. Bendas asks, wasn't there a chance to be updated for a third-person view of Cyberpunk 2077? Bendas, two things, my friend. First of all, like the whole Cyberpunk is designed to be in first person. This is really what we have done. To add third-person view to the game, you would have to just remake it. Like, it's basically a remake without overblowing it, because it's slightly less than complete remake, but it's not far in the same time. It's such a huge thing to make it work. And again, I know that there are mods for it, and absolutely I know that there are, but you know, like, I am not talking about that kind of remake. Like, it would have to really require tremendous amount of work to add properly third-person view with a proper, really good-looking animations for the V, both in third person and in first person. My friend, the rig and the animations are the most important problem to tackle. Majority of gameplay features take into account the first-person view, my friend. And making them equally well work in first person and third person is really, really a lot of work. Do I say it's undoable? No. I'm not saying that. Because like people sometimes say, Pavel said it's difficult, it cannot be done. No, it's very little things in this world that cannot be done. What I'm just saying, it's really time consuming. And it would be incredibly expensive and gigantic rework of so many different game systems. And again, I get it, guys, that probably someone will be on the chat, and I assume that some of you already said it. Pavel, but why not for exploration only? I'm like, even only exploration is not for free. Even only exploration requires doing it well, you know? The thing is that exploration is one of those states that players at when you're in between different states. So when you enter combat, when you enter exploration, you know, when you enter scene, all of those states need to properly communicate with each other, and there's so many different things in Cyberpunk. So, my term, this is not trivial at all. So that's one thing. This is the argument of just work, how much work that would be. Second thing is, it's just like we wouldn't want it. You know what I mean, my friend? Like, one of the very important things is the identity of an IP, right? When you're working a game, you want your IP to be recognizable. You want someone to look at YouTube or screenshots somewhere and be like, ha, This is from this or that game, and you kind of know it right away. It's really important for the identity of Cyberpunk that it's first person. That is the reality. You know, my chum. So that is the answer I can give you. But we know, guys, that if you know the Cyberpunk would have both versions, you guys would be happier. I get it. I'm not trying to tell you that you shouldn't want it. I'm just explaining our point of view. Okay. That's it. That's it, my chum. That is it, my friend. Okay then. Grindera said, Pavel, why not only for dialogues? Yes, I knew that someone will ask this question. I hope, Grindera, that I answered this already. Have you played Deus Ex? Absolutely, of course, all of them with the DLCs. So, no, sorry, I didn't play it with the last DLC for the last Deus Ex. That is the only one that I didn't see. There was a DLC for it, from what I remember. With like couple quests, and that was it. So this is the version that I didn't play. Everything else, all old Deus Exes, new one I liked. I liked older Deus Exes, of course, more than new, but the new ones are also awesome, to be honest. I enjoyed them, so yes. Dormvite asks, there will be some interactions with our romance choices from base game, or we will have totally focused on the investigation from the expansion? Dormvite, I can answer this question similar fashion. I already answered it a couple of times when I was asked, which is that we didn't add any new romance content specifically. That was not our focus. However, there are some connections between base game and Phantom Liberty that we have introduced. And I won't go more into detail because, like, I would have to tell you right away what it is, and it's a spoiler, so not touching that. Those connections in some ways address what you mentioned, but I'm not gonna say more. You definitely shouldn't expect like full-blown romance options, who knows what, because that was not something that we were focusing on. And we said it, I don't know how many times at this point. Like, you know, guys, I actually think that, I was telling it to, I already said it to the chat a bunch of times. Imagine, like, if we would want to probably just make an expansion that sells like shit ton, you know what we should do? It's basically an expansion called Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Puberty. And Phantom Puberty being like, we just add like bunch of romance options, nothing else, but the only thing this expansion adds about is just like much more variety in sex scenes. You can just invite majority of the main game and Phantom Liberty characters to and romance them, and this is what Phantom Puberty would be. Like, that is my pitch, and we go in and we sell couple million like this, just probably without an issue. Like, we just capitalize on the fact that you just have you guys are so horny. Like, we just capitalize on that. Like, I think that would be the way to do it, you know? If I would be like on charge and be like, okay, how to make the most amount of money on this like incredibly horny fan base, I would be like, Phantom Puberty is the way, you know? This is how we should do it. So yeah, that is it, you know? And I would be like, yeah, and you can invite like Smasher, you can romance him, you can romance Takemura, of course, like who else? Rita Wheeler, absolutely, you know, many more episodes with, you know, Meredith Stout, for sure, you know, the one, including the one when she ties you up and like fucking smacks you with that dildo. That would be definitely a direction I would go with. So, you know, like bunch more things like this, just, you know, to address different needs. Yeah, I think so. And then, you know, I would be like, yeah, the game, the Phantom Puberty is like the most streamed game on Pornhub. And then we just make a deal with Pornhub and we just go full in, right? Because there's just no reason to actually stop like midway. Because why, right? Why? You know, Pornhub was actually like, I remember like they were like planting trees, I think, from the money they made. Fucking let's go for it, right? Let's just do it and just go full in, you know? So yeah, that is basically my direction as a quest director. Absolutely 100% serious opinion. You know, this is how you make this is how we should do for it, you know? Pavel got this figure out. Kurazin wrote, absolutely. It's just, yes. This is what, this is... I understand notes taken. Pavel's ask, oh god. Sure. Anyway, I hope it addresses your horniness, my friends. You know, but I hope it does. Jesus Christ. Anyway, it's peak storytelling. Yes, absolutely, peak storytelling. You know, we would beat the Baldur's Gate 3 when it comes to the record of speedrun to sex time, basically. Bring on the DLC. Yes, my dear chat, it's very funny, but I have to tell you, this is not serious, right? That was not serious. If anyone needs me to clarify, I was joking for most of the time. Before this lands on Reddit as an announcement, I just wanted to make sure that this is clear, okay? Idorgo asks, what do you like the most in your work? I mean, one specific thing during development of the game. Oh god, one specific thing? I think like the specific thing I would like the most, I think, is just like is design. Is like designing the story, characters, and all of the gameplay features and things that are connected with that, and just making it like, you know, like coming up with the ideas, but also connecting those ideas and then figuring out how to do it. I would say this is probably number one, but I also really like the period that we are right now, which is the period of like figuring things out. So like we figure out, you know, how to solve different issues, you know, that come in. We figure out how to fix different bugs or like corner cases sometimes that are discovered. You know, some edge cases or corner cases, as they are called. So I really like that period too, because I'm a problem solver by definition. I really love figuring things out. I'm very analytical. So when actually someone comes with an issue, I really like figuring out how technically stuff works and, you know, how to combine things with each other. So it's kind of difficult for me to say, but I think like the design, the story, the characters is like one side, but then the technical is another, which kind of covers what basically quest design is. So I know that I'm not answering this the clearest, but that's probably what it is. Glassolalia, you all should announce Phantom Puberty release on April 1st, 2024. Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. Don't give me ideas. Don't give me ideas. Will you have your own NPC in the game? Sepurta says, no. No, I'm not an NPC in the game. I mean, you know why? It's just like, because, I mean, I completely get it that people want to be an NPCs in the game, and I think it would be fun, as well, but I'm not going to do it myself, you know, because I'm not as egotistic to just like fucking put and plug myself into everything, you know. There's just so many people that contributed to this game, so many people that made it, you know, like I am just a guy that handles like some tiny part of work, you know. Again, sure, you know, with support of my teams, we did all of the content for the game and whatnot, but you know, just you know, putting myself into the game just to be there, I wouldn't do it, you know. Yeah, so that's those are my thoughts, my friend, because like at the end of the day, this is not about me, right? This is just about the goals that we are reaching as a studio together, and then when we are releasing those, the game, that everyone can have a piece of the glory in a way connected with that. Whatever that glory means for different people, those are different things. For some people it's art, for some people it's career, for some it's just the progression when it comes to finances, whatever that is, you know. I just want the whole team to contribute from that. I'm just a tiny fracture of the fan base, of the dev team that is working on it. Well, I'm a part of a fan base too, to be honest, but let's leave it. Let's leave it. Pavel, a vendor selling donuts? Oh, Jesus Christ. Stop it, you know. Jesus Christ. I mean, seriously. My direction is just to go, I would prefer to sell some vegan popcorn, you know, in the game. Vegan popcorn, that would be it, you know. I'm not vegan myself or vegetarian, but yes, I definitely should stay away from donuts. To be honest, I don't really eat that many sweets or at all, but that's a separate topic. DZ Game, DZ Games, please allow us to create a character and pick the Witcher school in the next Witcher game. DZ Games, that is not a question to me. Despina, can you hear it? Despina is our own, I think, our only Witcher representative here on this chat, because she is a part of a Polaris project, working as a quest designer on it right now. Despina, I know if you're hearing this, you can tell them, represent exactly as Asha said. Represent. Cogito, thank you so much for gifting the subs. My friend, you're the best. I don't think I deserve this, my friend. I don't think I deserve this. Southern Locust wrote, call the donuts 10 pow-pows donut holes. Jesus Christ. Southern Locust, no, let's leave it. Me and donuts stay far away from each other. Far away from each other. Kirk of Kalashnikov, hello, my chum. So excited for 2.0. Last stream had so many cool updates. Yeah, I know. So, my friends, talking about 2.0, I think we need to watch something before we move on to the next thing. And forgive me, I know you watched this a lot of times. I watched it myself a bunch of times, but let's fucking enjoy the Church of Skeptics. The mass is starting. Let's let us commence the mass. This is what's coming.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
My favorite merc. Welcome to Dogtown. There's a job. Coordinates provided. You know what to do.
Get your ammo, assault rifles, tactical gear.
Hands. Thinking of buying some iron.
The logical choice.
There's so much in this trailer.
Damn.
And so much is missing.
Home stretch. Getting a ripper to overclock your chrome before the fight. Not a bad idea.
Oh, awesome shot, by the way.
Okay, I'm ready. Get this show on the road.
Oh. Yes, my troops, let's go! You know what the fuck took so long now? Jesus! Ugh. The Toontacker. Oh, I love this. You guys cooked. Oh, yes.
Job done.
Premium work, V. I'm closing the gig and sending you a little bonus.
Those cars, by the way,
Something that
so
will
fucking
steer
good.
you home safely.
Actually, the new cars.
Someone
Love it.
dispatched a hunter. Good luck.
And that is probably one of my favorite features. And the second one is coming.
Fire till she drops!
So I really love vehicle combat in this game.
Need backup right now!
All nearby units. We got a situation in Watson. Roger, dispatch.
My, exactly. Yeah.
Please, for fuck's sake.
Your actions are illegal.
I love this moment. Oh,
No gun, no fun. Max tech. Time to tilt out. Fuck. That was close.
Bravo, V. I only hope this won't mark the end of our collaboration. You will
Yes,
hear from me
Chooms.
soon. This,
Yes,
I
Chooms.
guarantee you.
yes, Chooms. There's so much here. I mean, I'm not gonna be naturally like walking you over over everything. Gerwant Biały Kundel says, hello, Pawełek. Hello, Gerwant. Nice to see you, my friend. I'm not gonna be walking you through everything that is here, obviously, right? Because there was it was talked in detail about those things already. There is more stuff actually that we didn't talk about, but I don't want to reveal, of course, everything. I don't want to reveal anything that hasn't been publicly revealed yet. Also, because we kind of try to really do it in a way that we won't reveal too much, and you have to discover stuff. And that applies to actually everything that we've shown, from perks to actual guns, to actual weapons, to actual cyberware, to all the systems and so on.
I'm ready.
Oh, hello, Machiavelli. Nice to have you with us. Pablo says, Pavel, what can you tell us about changing the voice actor of Mr. Hands? Why did it happen? Yes, actually, that was my decision. The change of Mr. Hands. It's connected, actually, Pablo, with the story and everything connected with that. I may speak about the reasons a bit more in depth after you guys play the game, because then you will know slightly more. I don't want to reveal it because otherwise it won't work. I'll have to spoil it, right? And probably without revealing actually some things, I cannot really explain it well enough. But yes, Pablo, that was intentional change that I I proposed that we had to address. There were some issues with the writing, but there were also some issues with the voice acting. And it wasn't an issue with the voice actor specifically, it was an issue with voice direction, just with the way how this character was. So that is as much as I can say at this point without spoiling anything or revealing something I shouldn't, So that is it. I can assure you it's not random and it's not accidental, because shit like that doesn't happen on random. As you guys hopefully know already, I told you that many times. We don't do random shit. Sometimes, of course, we miss things, and we make mistakes. That happens, of course, but this is, you don't randomly change the way how character is voice acted and directed. And we felt that I felt, and after consulting Gabe and other directors, we concluded that this is something we should do. So this is why it happened. We'll not go more into detail in regards of this. Guadalupe says, anyway, Mr. Hands had a distorted voice. Oh, I don't even remember the old voice. I listened to this new voice so much that I actually, at this point, not so... I don't really remember the new voice anymore. The old voice anymore. Checking the questions. Giapolo says, how many games you play in Casino? Gabe already said you play games in Casino. No, that's not what he said, Giapolo. That's not what he said. Gabe said that you can have fun there. And that is a different thing than playing games in Casino. I'm not gonna say more, of course, but I just want to make sure that you guys don't speculate things that haven't been said in the or revealed. Please be very careful about this, because this is something that sort of happened in Cyberpunk 2077. That in a way we quote unquote allowed for speculation way too much, and I just don't want this to happen, right? When we say something, we say it precisely for a reasons. So when we say that you can have fun there, it doesn't mean that you can go in and play games, because otherwise we would have said it, right? Please be very conscious of that. So please just do not speculate out of the things, because then we don't want to disappoint you guys, right? We always want to over-deliver. We want to over-deliver. And again, I think we are over-delivering on what your expectations have been in regards of what the update's gonna be, what the expansion's gonna be, and I really want to over-deliver on things. But please do not speculate over what is shown or said, okay? I know that it's not easy. I know, because you are operating on the boundaries of what said language is not perfect when it comes to conveying conveying meaning. And there is a reason why there's so many miscommunications happening, even between people who are trying to understand each other. Very often we do not speak in our native languages, right? You guys are a mix of many different nationalities. English language for majority of you is your second or third or fourth language that you speak. We need to be very careful. Do not speculate over what was said clearly, okay? So yes. What is your favorite new skill? I think Quake is one of the better ones. Neon is one of those that I actually really like. I think so, because like, especially, and you have seen it on the stream, so we have shown it, because like, it does make the physics react properly. So like, when you slam the ground next to like cars and so on, they actually like bump up. If you do it well, you can make them flip sometimes. It's actually pretty powerful skill. And I really like it, because it just makes it really dynamic. And also makes you feel that you can like almost have this like Terminator playstyle, you know? It almost makes you feel that you can just play almost like a Terminator, you know? So I really like that bit. Going back to the music, my friends, before we switch on to some more things, because there was so much that happened. There was so much that happened. I'm from K-Pax, G Apollo says. Okay. Okay, G Apollo, I hope that you eat your bananas peeled, aside of the fact that you're from K-Pax. If you guys didn't see the movie, then you should watch it. Machiavelli said, I wasn't expecting police system to be layered and cool, especially adding bosses. It's actually really fucking good, I think. No, I think it's okay. I think it's quite okay. And car chases combat, not only mechanics, but there's actually quests and that designed for them. You guys are amazing. I don't know what you mean by quests that are designed for them. So this beat, I don't understand. Machiavelli. For that are quests that are designed for them, but there are parts, of course, you know, that we had in the base game, and there are parts in Phantom Liberty. And again, not touching this, and please do not read between lines, because I'm not talking with an intention to you to speak between the lines, but to listen to my words. There are some things that are in Phantom Liberty touching this, and there are things that are in the base game, of course, already containing, you know, both max tag and police. So yes, and this is, I think, what Gabe meant, right, when he spoken about this. So yes, in a way, yeah, that's actually correct, right? That's actually correct. But I mean, oh, you meant the Muammar missions? Ah, yes, of course. In that case, of course. In that case, of course. Like, I don't want to spoil too much when it comes to the couriers. So basically, the vehicle gigs, as we call them. Because that's the name of it. But yeah, you guys will play and you will see. Kirkov Kalashnikov says a gamer title quest director says police system is the best. I mean, well, it's really fucking fun. It's really fucking fun. I think I can tell you this. And it's really, it's okay. Yeah, it's very okay. It's very okay. Will you be upgrading your PC? I don't know. I mean, it would be nice, I guess. We'll see. I mean, okay. To be honest, Phantom Liberty runs really nicely. Runs okay on my rig. It does run okay in my rig. So I don't really have to be honest. But yeah, it would be nice to actually have it updated. Kavi's Road Dogtown is not ready for me. Oh, god damn it, my friend. Don't tell too much. Extreme Storm said, oh, don't worry. I have this NDA switch in my mind that basically when I try to say too much, it basically switches and blocks my, speech receptors. So, you know, when you guys hear me bubble, like, I am basically, like my speech function has been disabled, you will know what happened. What's your GPU, Pavel? 2080 Ti, my friend. Critical neutrally. It's 2080 Ti. My friends, music stopped because I want to watch something else with you. My friends, this is DLSS 3.5. Do you see this Ray Reconstruction goodness? Especially on the puddles. Do you see it? Yes! My chums, this shit is insane. I fucking love it. There's some new footage, by the way, here that you didn't see. There is some new footage in this trailer. I don't know if you paid attention, but it's definitely there. Yeah, because I don't think that those pictures you have seen. I don't think so. There is some more, new stuff from combat that you didn't see. I mean, it's pure combat, not skills, but like locations and whatnot. So some glimpses or shots from different places. Yeah. Yeah, Ray Reconstruction, so awesome. Actually, like DLSS 3.5, amazing tech that NVIDIA and we've been working together on. So I'm really glad, like, NVIDIA's so fucking cool. Collaboration with these guys. No, this is as much as I can tell you. As much as I can tell you. Love working with them. Love the fact that we were able to implement this and showcase that. This shit is like fucking black magic. This shit is like black magic, honestly. Yeah, like for instance, that part a moment ago, those parts you probably saw. I don't think you have seen this before. Yeah, so those are all actually like some new footage that was sneaked in this 3.5 Ray Reconstruction trailer. As you can see, I told you guys that I'm really excited about Gamescom and everything that was coming in because, like, as you can see, it was just so many things that we have announced and shown you that we've been cooking. And like, I wanted to remind you something. Do you remember, guys, when for the past, 2 years? 2 years you've been grilling me and you've been like, Paweł, what takes so long? Paweł, why it takes so long? Paweł, is that a sign that something goes badly? And one thing that I told you guys was, did you think that it might be a sign that it actually goes well? The fact that we are taking the time and the fact that we are just building it. This takes so long. I mean, seriously, really? For this amount of shit that we have done, you think it took so long? I think it actually didn't. Considering that simultaneously, we shipped 17 patches for you. 1.2, 1.3, 1.5, 1.6, those gigantic patches, do you think they made themselves? Do you think that different people made them? No, it was the same fucking team that shipped you those, right? It was the same team that actually had to, like, really, really be careful. And again, I know, there's this good Polish saying, that I wanted to quote, ukręciliśmy sobie bicz na własną dupę. It's hard to translate, but Polish speakers will appreciate. So, I know that it was basically because we had to address the issues that we have made ourselves in a way by the fact that we had to patch the game so many times. I'm not saying, that it wasn't, that it was great before. I'm not saying that. And I hope you're not hearing this from my words, because that's definitely not what I said. I'm just saying that, yeah, it took fucking time because, like, when you make this many patches in the same time, and again, 1.2, 1.3, 1.5, and 1.6, that was not trivial amount of changes that we have done, seriously. So that's one thing. But then, Phantom Liberty in 2.0, my friends, this is really, really taking a lot of time. Say it 2 times slower, Paweł, Luciard said. Oh, really? That was fast? Oh, I mean, because it was in Polish. Yeah, well, I mean, absolutely. I hope the Polish speakers appreciated this. I appreciated this. Yeah, we made the whip for our own ass, yeah. I think to ukręcić would be what? To I don't know, actually. What would be the best translation. Yeah, to shoot ourselves in the foot. Yeah, in a way, but that one is about something being immediate, right? Like you shoot yourself in the foot, and then you have to address it, right? Like, or it hurts instantly. While with the Polish one, it's more about you produced yourself a problem for the future that you have to solve. You know, it means that in the past you have made a problem for yourself in the future, right? So it's kind of there's a slight difference in the meaning, but anyway, to put the carriage before the horse, no, that's not it. Because to put the carriage before the horse means basically to jump the gun. And again, sorry guys, this is not a stream about fucking Polish and English idioms. So let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, I think that this is as much as I can say about the Ray Reconstruction. Of course, you know, there are amazing videos from NVIDIA that I can actually link you out, my dears, that can be a guidance for you in regards of if you're basically interested in that technology and you're wondering what that technology specifically does. Let me actually really link you this video. So here's the video that we were just watching about that Ray Reconstruction, but I can actually link you what yet another one is actually really good video with Brian. When here this video, I won't watch it with you the whole because here Brian basically talks about like how this whole thing works. I'll just link you out this just because so that you can, if you're interested in that stuff, how it actually works and the black magic that actually goes into this, I'll link you up this video. And I think here further you actually have further the examples of how actually the rendering, the grain, you know, the noise, the denoiser as we call them. Yeah, you can see here the bit, you know, how the denoiser is actually working and turns basically this into that. But I don't want to speak more about it because like naturally, you know, this is not my specialty. I'm of course a dev, I know some things about this, but I'm not, you know, a rendering programmer, and I just do not work for NVIDIA. But I wanted to point out this video for you. If you want to check it out, just please go for it and just enjoy. Just enjoy, my chums. So now what I wanted to put at the background is actually the red stream, because this has been of course, you know, a video that probably a lot of you have watched. So I'll just put it in the background and we'll just keep talking and answering questions when that happens. When there will be something interesting in a red stream, I am going to touch it.
Hello everyone, I'm Amelia, I'm a senior community manager, and welcome to another episode of the Red Streams about Phantom Liberty and Update 2.0.
Oh, that's so cool.
Today with me I have some special guests, and
Amelia
of course my co-host Alicia Kozera.
Hey
guys. We have Kacper Niepokólczycki, lead environment artist.
Thank you for...
By the way, this guy, right, Kacper, like he is the lead environment artist, right? And he is the guy who's responsible for locations in Phantom Liberty, and for just, you know, just the looks in general, structure of the district. And he is just one of my closest like collaborators when it comes to the everything to like locations and whatnot. He is amazing. I love this guy. I really love working with this guy. And just wanted to mention this amazing guy. And like when basically Amelia asked when we were talking about the red stream, you know, who should be on that stream, I basically told Amelia, listen, you have Gabe. And me and Gabe, we cover so many similar things because I know a lot of narrative, a lot of open world, a lot of like structure of the game, a lot of about gameplay. So basically kind of one-to-one with Gabe. So just take Kacper, you know, because he can speak about art, you know, which I cannot. You know, he has put so much effort into that. So I was like, you know what, I think this is so much better. And with basically with Amelia and Kacper, we have agreed that he will be on the red stream. And I think I'm really glad that he was there because we should put just much more spotlight on this guy. Amazing dev and really great colleague, you know, just wanted to say it.
And Gabe Amatangelo, game director.
Hey everyone.
Gabe the GOAT! Gabe the GOAT! And as they say, seriously, I enjoy working with this guy so much. I mean, honestly.
Give us the cues. What do we need to say?
1 second.
What's next?
Gabe the goat.
So
Exactly.
A few days ago, we showed you guys a new play trailer for Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah. So I'll just put it on the background so that because they will be actually doing and showing a few things. It's actually this red stream's really long. It's like hour-long stream. But yes.
We will show you the revamped police system in action.
Exactly.
Brand new
Guests in the stream when? You mean like Gabe as a guest? Well, we will see. Like the problem is the Gabe is too big, right? Gabe is too big. Like I know that I'm one of the directors too, right? And technically speaking, like director level is already kind of like basically I shouldn't be sitting here and talking to you, but I do. But getting more directors in my stream already turns it into too much of a sort of official company thing, whatever. And I'm just doing this here in my own private time just because I want to be here with you guys, Nobody's asking me to do this, nobody's fucking paying me for this. I'm just doing it because I care. And because I want to be here with you, and I want to make sure that everything is properly addressed, if we have missed anything or whatnot, So that's basically the situation. Yes. Okay, let me actually look at the questions now, my friends, when this is the background. I need to put it slightly lower still. That being said, guys, because like I think Pablo was pointing out that the beginning, especially the part with the scene and so on, was too spoilery. Let me actually jump over that part because I just don't want to. If someone from you does not really want to watch it, I'm just going into the skill trees. So I'll just jump over this and go into this section. Because like in case anyone wants not to see any story spoiler, we're just going to go into skill trees and so on. Okay then, let me actually check the questions if there's anything I missed. Jesus Christ. Lord Drift says you can fangirl about the game with him like us. I mean, absolutely. I really love talking to Gabe. That's the thing. Like me and Gabe, we have like very similar energy when it comes to this, which is actually really funny. Which is actually really funny when you think about it. But maybe that's also like one of the reasons why I find it really simple to sort of work with him. Jesus, what happened to my hair? Sorry guys, I just need to put my hair in order. Jesus Christ. I made myself look like a weirdo. Okay, I think that's better. That's better. Sorry, just a correction. Some wardrobe malfunction, but it's done. It's done. So yes. Oricon asks, question about story integration. Interesting. Does Phantom Liberty change how the parade played safe quest is unlocked? I don't think so, but let me check further. I ask because we know that Sunbreak courses after we meet Brigitte, that's correct. But because transition can be done last just because the parade unlocks, wouldn't it be awkward if Takemura and Songbird called at the same time and we had to choose between going to parade and Dogtown? Oricon, that is correct, but that is in a way a trade-off. Like as a player, you just need to decide what are the branches, and you are correct, my friend. That's pretty much what it means because this is when that story branch happens. So not much to add. You said that it's awkward. I mean, the thing is that you need to go first for all of the prep and whatnot with parade. So I still feel it's fine. It's not ideal. Probably if I would be designing it from scratch, maybe I would have done it differently. But right now you can do it in a way that you just go into Phantom Liberty, you play a bit of that. If you want to go back, continue main story, do the parade then, you can do it. You can just go into, Dogtown to maybe get some relic points to upgrade your relic tree, so you are just more, you're packing bigger punch. Or maybe just unlock some of your favorite skills. Because, like, I feel quite confident that you guys, after playing Phantom Liberty, and after playing Dogtown, you will, like the relic skill tree skills will be your favorite ones. I kind of feel that's the case, So, yes.
I also wanted to ask about the perks reset and the attributes reset. Can we maybe share some information about that before we jump to the...
That is important.
Sure,
the
sure.
gameplay.
So everyone is going to be able to, with your save files, your characters, you'll be able to reset your attributes once. And we're doing this obviously because we did a big revamp of the system. And your relic, or I'm sorry, not your relic, but your perk points, you'll be able to respend, but you'll also be able to do it on the fly. Not
Holy
while
shit.
you're in
Thank
combat,
you,
but
Anonymous
whenever
Gifter,
you can refund
for
and
the subs.
readjust stuff and find the
Thank
way
you so
want
much.
to play. So that answers the question, I think.
Yeah? Yeah.
Chums,
Right,
I just
so
wanted to
we
put some
ready
emphasis on
with
that.
the
I hope I
gameplay?
didn't speak over
Let's
Gabe
go.
when he was talking about this. But you were
So yeah, like I mentioned, we prepared
you
a
were
short
asking, what
showcase
are
of
they
the
drinking?
new
Krushwitz,
Cyberpunk
I mean, I am certain. I am
so yeah,
certain
Gabe,
it's
floor
like
is yours.
pure vodka, but it's not even the commercial one, but it's just like Polish
way to
distilled
play.
vodka made out of like freshly dug out potatoes brewed in house. I am 100% sure, and they're all like fucking, you know, shit faced. I am absolutely sure, like boozed out, you know. I am sure. I am absolutely sure, exactly, because you just need your Slav energy to be able to deliver, this. So, yes.
And which ones are missing? Which ones do we need to add? And
Made it to the toilet. Interesting, Galaxy Upor. I don't know what happened, but I'm glad about your success. Manicat, is crafting no longer tied to perks? I don't see any mention of crafting in the video. Manicat, I don't know, actually. I am not sure.
You can really keep it steady and, you know, and
I am not sure, to be honest. I'm sorry, I cannot answer this question.
The theme of this is to be in the
I mean, no, I cannot like do any assumptions because I just don't know. I just don't know, my friend. Crafting is in the game. Nobody removed it or anything. Crafting went through some rework, but fucking hell, if it actually did, if it actually was, is it tied to perks or not? Like, definitely that was one of the topics we were addressing, that it was tied. But fuck, is it right now or not? No, I don't know. I'm sorry, my friend, I can't fully answer this question.
To deal with all the different dynamics in a different way, right? To really just feel different.
Are all cars equipped with weapons now? No. Different cars handle vehicle combat differently, which I think is actually really awesome. You have cars that are weaponized, and they can have Gatling guns or rockets or both. You have cars that have that do not have weapons because they're just lower quality cars, and you just need to use your own weapons, and this you can do. Or third case, you have luxurious cars and some other different cars that do require you to use the open doors. So basically, that's the Caliburn situations, the one that I shared on Twitter with like how it started and how it's going. When I was showing basically how we have addressed that, and you can actually do it. So basically, it just depends. No. On motorbikes, you use your own guns. You use your own weapons. So that's basically how it works. That's basically how it works, my friends. So it really depends on the car, which I think is actually really cool because like it's not that you can get any car and just never change it again because it's always the same. It actually encourages you to try car combat from like different cars and see what kind of like style you like. And it also allows us to sort of cover larger variety of cars, I would say. So I'm really happy that it's done like this, to be honest. My friends, to be honest, my friends.
We actually touched already the Edge Runner perk, but what I would like us to
Looks like the POV has changed, or am I crazy? Arson my store asks. My friend, I'm actually not sure. Like, there's just so many things that changed because you guys have seen the last version of the game in 1.63, right? And this is 2.0, what you're watching right now. So, man, there is just so many changes. There's just so many changes. Like, you can't imagine. Like, this is effectively really, really different. And when I was saying that we have touched in major way all of the systems, and again, some of them just got like smaller or bigger bug fix, sometimes just deeper bug fix, and that was it. But I don't think there was just a stone that is left unturned. I don't think so. You know, so again, it could be that it's different. Like, for me, it's so difficult to say because I'm used to seeing this game that you're seeing on a stream daily, right? While when I stream to you, I play on 1.63. So that is the difficulty for me to actually really see it. you know.
Gabe is geeking about this so much because he's part of designing this.
Sphere Hunter, I don't know if it was addressed or asked, if I asked it, so forgive me, but will we see more random civilians riding motorbikes around? Oh, no, it wasn't addressed, Susie, and I can't really share much. Like, you guys saw already that we do have units in prevention system on motorcycles. They are normally the lighter response, sort of, the lighter level response, I would say.
Right,
yes.
So I think.
So they normally like appear in like lower, I would say, heat levels. You know, when you just when you're like around like 1 star, 2 stars or so. Later, I'm not really sure if they're spawn. I don't think so. Like later we just basically keep rolling just heavier enemies, heavier units at this point. And actually, during the stream, you could actually see some of those heavier units. You could see the androids. You could see the Hellhound. You could see the Emperors. Yeah, you could see a couple more, I think, already. So, yeah. I don't know. Did you see the motorcycle units? I'm not sure, actually. So I don't want to say anything about them. Yeah, I'm skipping this bit. Sorry, guys. I'm skipping this bit because this is considered by you as story spoilers. So I'm not going to do this. We are just going doing this. Oh, by the way, okay, the only spoiler I will allow for, balls to the wall. That's my quest. That's my quest.
Right? Yeah, I think
by the way. No, well, I mean, not this spoiler. I just, we just skipped that completely. So, you know, yes. Great quest name. Oh, do you guys know do you guys know the song? Do you guys know the song, by the way? That was the inspiration for it.
I meant by the borders. But yeah, so when it goes
Accept, of course. Yes, Grindera. Yes. Yeah, balls to the wall. I was actually listening to that song almost on a loop when I was implementing that quest.
And after the war,
so sounds like a very Sasko quest. Oh, thanks. But yes, I'm not gonna be touching anything what is in that quest, but yes, for sure. And then we're gonna jump over another story spoiler when we are there with Myers, and I am going to go already into... Let's actually go into this, because why not?
All of them you can,
Yeah, I think this is the beginning. This is the beginning of this.
Can we talk about,
So,
why
yeah.
can we shoot
can see.
from the car?
That's why we can shoot.
This is actually so fun. It's actually so fun. Those lasers are like fucking the shit.
And if you go into, vehicles, all of them you can.
We learned, by the way, guys, so much by implementing this police system on like so many different levels, I think. And I love this experience. I actually love this experience.
And then some vehicles have missile racks.
Yeah, there's just so many things that are actually you can see on this on the stream, but you cannot.
And there's hacking. You can hack.
You cannot actually yet. But I don't want to say it because, like, if you guys didn't see it, I don't want to mention this. He got actually stuck under this under this thing. But yeah. By the way, like he was playing like a high durability, like a bruiser kind of type of build, like a tank type of build. So it's a build that like you just have higher health, higher armor, and he has like shit ton of armor in this build. So because of that, he's able to sustain. And also, this is Seba playing, right? He was training so much in this. So like, I don't think like I would say a player that picks up the game is able to do this right away like this because they're gonna just wreck you. So like a lot of you have been saying that that it's like easy or it's too easy. And first of all, we are playing on normal, right? This is normal and this is high durability build. Yeah, you can see the android here, for instance, just a moment ago. This is the Emperor vehicle, so like higher response unit. Yeah, this is lower. You have different archetypes. And different, and those archetypes arrive in different weapons. Yeah, there is a guy with heavy armor already. Yeah, those are the androids that arrive. So there's just ton of things here that you can actually see on those recordings that are, I think, kind of obvious.
It's like we got those moments. It's really cool. So and then if you really crank up the heat, they start to bring out their own.
The old Bart, they mentioned that no Militech or no Corpus are allowed in Dogtown. Yes. Will that some level impact for post Corpo V? Oh, I mean that is the spoiler related. That's like content related question. I won't answer this, my friend. The old board. Sorry, my friend. I don't want to spoil the experience for you guys, because like I know that here we have people that really care about this game and want to play this game. So I'm not gonna destroy your fun just from this. This is very cool, actually. This is very cool. Like some of you, I don't know if you realize that. Oh, sorry, I skipped too much. I skipped too much. But yeah, you can see basically. No, okay, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Sorry, I don't wanna say something that wasn't mentioned. That wasn't mentioned before. I just wanted to point out, not this. This? I think it's this thing. Yeah, just do you see this? Do you see this? What's happening actually? Anyway, I don't think Gabe addressed this directly, so I'll just leave for your interpretation what's happening. There is word in progress watermark on the very top of the video, so you cannot see it, but basically there is a boss bar, right? Because like already the boss fight with the max tech happened, started.
Because the thing is you don't get to this level unless you want.
They are tough, but not complete bullet sponges. Yeah, I mean, Sardukar, so that was the intention, right? Like, it's really difficult to hit that balance, like, perfectly, but we are trying, you know? We are trying to do it, like this. And again, like, you know, Seba here is using, like, a really high fucking gear. He is really, like, you can see, right? He is doing shit ton of damage to those units, right? Like you really, and this is one of the heavy rifles, so it's not that you can just randomly do that stuff really easily.
Like, you know, I know you can run away from them, but you have to just run.
It did sound like you also improved the stealth style of playing in CP. Also now you can perform finishers. Kushik, yes, there was a lot of work that went into. Yeah, I fucking loved it. Another one arrived with them. By the way, some of you mentioned that it takes too long for them to jump off. We know about this. Don't worry about it, my friends. Like the build that you're seeing here, the recording, that's the build that is like, I would say couple days to a week old, maybe, from before when the stream happened. So we know about this topic. So I know gameplay team is looking into this as well. So there's a bunch of things that we are aware, like, you know, this is by no means perfect yet, but it's being looked at. You know, it's being looked at. Now I don't know, like, if we are able to do everything. There's just, you know, don't take my word and expect us to be like, I don't know, just, you know, correct absolutely every minuscule thing. Yeah, I fucking love it. So this is of course the Mantis Blades archetype, so pretty much Melissa Rory kind of enemy. Yeah.
Had the gang members. Yes, that's my
and again, because Seba is using a really powerful shotgun from real close up, and I think this is the iconic or legendary version from it. Yeah, this is the Hellhound actually, so yet another really heavily armed vehicle. They are thrown at you when you're like even higher, because as you can see, he is like consistently on like 5 stars. So that mayhem is just higher and higher.
You might see like 2 gangs just like chase each other. You might see cops chasing some gangsters or whatever.
when he thrown that guy in that fucking car and that car reacted, that was actually fun. Yeah, I really love that. That's the Quake ability, by the way, that I was actually talking about, right? The moment when he hits the ground with like both hands like this.
But it's the same thing here. Like if you're into it with the police and there's something else going on.
Oh, and by the way, I think we are playing Male V, right? Aren't we? We are playing Male V here on this stream. I just wanted to touch it because I think Machiavelli was mentioning that we just disregard Male V all the time and we never show him. But like, I think on the bunch of screenshots that we have released, we had Male V as well. And here, I think this whole stream, and I think every single video on the stream was with the Male V. If I'm not wrong.
Well, so if you commit any crime, you get a star.
Playing Male V when there's no dialogue, nice. Oh, come on, seriously. The story part I skipped, okay? The story part I skipped when the V was talking. Come on. So, seriously, we consciously skipped the gameplay so that I don't I don't spoil you the story, and you tell me that we are playing male V when there's no story. I mean, seriously. Anyway, I'm just saying. I just wanted to acknowledge this, right? Because like you guys have been pointing out that female V, not you guys, some people were pointing out that there's female V everywhere, and I just wanted to mention it's not completely true, right? Sure, she is on the key art. That's why she's used slightly more, but we need to pick, right? We need to pick, but we are trying to keep the balance, right? For all kinds of players that play this game. Both V's are W's. Exactly. Clean bean team. Very well said. Pavel, I was surprised by the totally different skill names in Polish versus English. I think they're better than the English version, especially the skill called Machiavellism, Pablo said. I have to admit, Pablo, that I didn't see the latest version in Polish. Wow, that fucking car flipped. Holy fuck. I have to admit, Pablo, I didn't see the latest version in Polish. So, but I'm glad that you like it. I'm glad you like it, you know.
And the same system goes, the more you shoot bargas, the more you shoot people, the more...
How about showing them equally? I don't know, Machiavelli, what you mean. Sorry, my friend. What do you mean by showing them equally? Like, literally, like, the marketing materials here, like, in the biggest stream that we have done, has the male view. Anyway, I hope you guys know what I mean. Is that MaxStack? Yes, my chum. We are fighting MaxStack right now. It's coming as a part of the 2.0 update for base game everywhere for free for everyone. So yes, my chum, is that with RT Overdrive? Judging from the reflections, yes. It looks like RT Overdrive. I don't know if it's DLSS 3.5, so Ray Reconstruction. It might not be. I don't think it's a ray reconstruction, but I think it's the ray tracing, because look at the lights, right? How soft they are and so on. This is normally a pretty strong sign that this is a path tracing.
Right, so I think we covered...
So I believe it's a path tracing. However, you know, if the streets would be wet, it would be even easier to tell. But I believe so, because the lanterns, they don't have the sharp edges that are kind of typical to versions that there are only on RTX. So, but that's again my eye. You know, I'm not a how to say, rendering programmer or VFX artist. Fucking hell, those hellhounds are insane.
But can we bribe
Yeah.
them?
Woo!
No.
This update was exactly what Cyberpunk needed. Flag Fair says, my chum, I'm glad, my friend. We'll see. You know, we'll see. You guys play. You guys tell us what you think. We're gonna listen. I really hope that you will be happy with this. I mean, seriously, I was telling you guys to remember. I mean, well, okay, those of you that have been here for all the fucking 2 years when I was streaming this game, I was telling you that we really want to make you guys proud. You know. And like we wanted to over-deliver, we wanted to go really above and beyond of what you expect, and really he used that fucking lantern to jump down. That's actually so funny. We really wanted to go above and beyond with what we deliver. So, but we'll see. You know, I don't want to overhype you. I just want to show you what's there right now. Right? What's there right now? Again, as I said, build was, I don't know, a bit older than, you know, than it's not from today, obviously. So things are being addressed still, but it's fairly accurate, I would say. This car looks cool. Yeah, actually, like, it's actually so funny because, like, I think the cars in... Oh, yeah, this is one of the barricades. You can actually see it. Yeah, he tried to punch through the barricade. What kind of car is he driving? I don't fucking know.
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, he's trying to like.
He just slammed through, like, you could see like Seba playing. He just slammed through that barricade with his car. Oh, and they managed to hack his car and stopped him. Yeah, it is. I think on path tracing, you can see it on the wet surface here right now, the reflections and whatnot. So yeah, I'm quite sure that this is path tracing already. Because RDX looks looks significantly worse than this. It's still awesome, but it's worse than this. And yeah, he's trying to hide. Yeah, they actually left with the AV.
You told me at some point like we're gonna get there. I was like, okay, fine, but I had no idea how.
Yeah, the artificating, Nexo wrote. Yeah, I mean that's what 3.5 DLSS Ray Reconstruction addresses, right? Partially, of course. So that's why I mentioned that I don't think it's with the Ray Reconstruction. My chums, let me look at the questions. It looks like shooting from the cars has auto aim. Am I wrong? Oh God, I don't really know exactly. I think it has some, but I don't think it has like it does has some, I think.
No, I mean, that's.
But I don't take my word for it. Kirkov Kalashnikov, sorry, it's too specific of a question. Could be. I think when I played it, I think it does, but holy fuck, I'm not sure 100%. I think like it might be that it's there, but it's just a bit. It's not very forgiving. It's a bit forgiving, but not very forgiving. Because we just don't want to make it easy, but we want to make it like playable. You know what I mean? And striking that balance is important. But I'm not 100% sure of the answer of the question.
Because it always connects very well to this endless.
Does My gets that huge My laser, Militech laser, right? Yes, Lodriv, absolutely. It gets it. It gets it. Oh, Babsudowska, hello. Nice to see you with us. You're the best.
The whole NCP.
Holy fuck, what's happening here? On this, I'm just checking. What is he doing? What is he doing? He's like scanning them.
Okay, so what we're gonna show you in a second.
Oh, he was trying to escape. Okay, I see. And he managed to escape, and he's just showing the retrieve behavior. So basically, they just look around and they just get to the cars and get out. Okay then. Let me check the questions. Hello. According to the company, you changed the AI of the NPCs, but the videos show the opposite. How to comment on this? Aloktak, what the hell you mean? What the hell you mean that the video shows the opposite? Like the AI couldn't do 90% of what you saw on this video before. Aloktak, tell us, my chum. Tell us.
It's not Mama Wallace that is gonna be selling you guys the cars and dealing with all those missions. It's Muammar Reyes.
Yes, Alicia is just explaining it's not Mama Wallace but Muammar Reyes. Yes. By the way, here you have one of the car gigs and so on in action. So, but Aloktak, I mean, please explain what do you mean by this question, because my chum.
Okay, so in Dogtown,
majority of the actions that you saw the AI do, they couldn't do it before. That's a sad reality. And again, yes, I mean, you could see the police shoot. That's cool. Yeah, I agree. They could also, what they could also do, they could shoot, they could use covers that was there before. But majority of the behaviors that you saw, they couldn't. So, if your question was, Pavel, why the AI is not perfect, which I think your question was, well, we're still working on it, you know, we're still looking into it and improving things. So, if that was your question, my chum. But again, not an AI specialist. I wish I've been, then I could be more competent, but what I can say. Pablo says, Paweł, to była zarzutka? I see. I don't know what zarzutka is. Oh, here you have an example, basically, how, for instance, car combat looks from those lower quality cars and so on, right? For instance, like, do you imagine AI being able to do this, right? They were able to trying to circle you, and this, here you have the enemies on motorcycles, actually. So, and the way they handle this. That's also another question. But anyway, I'm not going to react to Zarzutka. So yes, Keanu Reeves and other characters in the game Phantom Liberty look more detailed and better from the graphics on the PC version. Is this also on a PlayStation 5 version of the graphics upgrade? I mean, Dakwin, we mostly are keeping the parity when it comes to the visuals. Of course, you know, when you go on PC, on path tracing or Ray Reconstruction level of fucking goodness, then absolutely it starts looking better, but it does apply mostly to lights, reflections, you know, how the light bounces, the combat, the muzzle flashes, the reconstruction of the reflections in the puddles, the wetness of the surfaces, and so on. It does not really apply to characters, I don't think so. So I think the characters should be really close, really close. I mean, in general, just PC is able to pull off better if you have these badass fucking big beefy machines. It always will be the case, right? Because consoles, current gen consoles cannot stand the parity of path tracing level PC, but that difference is not ginormous. That difference is there, is visible, but it's not something that is makes the consoles look weak. I still feel that both Xbox versions and PlayStation looks really, really good. Like, I am quite certain that if I would show you the footage, you wouldn't be able to tell right away what it is. And then maybe inspecting, like, I don't know, reflections probably, and then you would be able to like be like, okay, yeah, it's probably this or that platform. I mean, I think there is a good level of parity between those platforms. Like, we really pay a lot of attention, my friend, to this. But also, like, you know, starting from performance, but also like all the visuals and so on. Anyway, I'll stop here and I'll jump over this because I just don't want to spoil you the story. It's another small story beat, so we are gonna jump over this to another small bit of gameplay, which I think happens in a moment here, and we're gonna try it here. With a naked eye, it's almost the same. Yeah, I mean, I think so, Guadalos. Like, you know, I am fairly trained in those topics, and I mean, it's not obvious. It's for sure not obvious. So I think it really is looking really nice. Kavis wrote Big W for CDPR. I mean, thank you, my friend. I take it, but let's wait for us shipping, you guys playing, and then, you know, reviewers, your favorite influencers, YouTubers, content creators, throwing out content there and showing basically and talking about it. And so that you can be like, okay, yeah, you know, this is what, you know, we like it, we don't like it, you know, let's just wait. Let's just wait for it, okay? My chums. I'm just, you know, I'm not opening the champagne yet. I'm not opening the champagne yet.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot of the familiar hacks you'll see from before, you know.
Aloktat adding to what we were talking before, said, the actions of the NPCs look rather silly. Their movement and actions are on battles and normal explorations on the world. They stupidly react to the same ways as before. They just stand there and watch you kill them. So, Aloktat, what I can tell you is, I can assure you that it's not the case, and it's not the same as it used to be. Now, if you are wondering, why it's not perfect, no way then do it right away. Well, that's the state right now. Work is still being done to this. I can say that I never saw them stand and do nothing. There were cases when you had Sebastian really armed to the teeth with a really high build, shooting to the weapon that is like legendary level and killing them before they managed to approach. But I do not consider that them standing and looking silly. When they were trying to get to you, depending on what the weapon they had, like for instance, there was this moment when the Mantis Blades NPC was trying to get on you, and he shot her in her face with a shotgun with a close by, which actually crits like hell. Well, that character died before managed to do much. So that's always the case. Like, and again, like, we can look at the footage that is here, and you can tell me if they just stand and look silly. I don't know. They fucking don't. In most cases, they seem to be reacting properly. They try to circle you. They try to shoot you. They try to get away. Anyway, I think like you need to play with the game, and then you'll see, my friend. Anyway, I'm just reading these comments because like I do not like to not address negative comments as well. You know, we are not meeting here to just hype anything. We are meeting here to talk. Frontier Franca asked, will 2.0 introduce FSR 3? I mean, my friend, we didn't say anything about FSR 3 at this point. And that hasn't been addressed, that wasn't announced in any way. So, my friend, I can't touch it in any way. I know that AMD on their Gamescom stream mentioned that it's coming for the game, but I have nothing to add on that front. Please have in mind that we didn't speak about it, right? And again, have in mind, please, that the work, actually AMD announced it. Asha, I know, that's what I just said. AMD mentioned that it's coming to the game, but we didn't say anything, did we? Did we officially said that you can expect it? Did we officially say anything? We didn't, my friends. Please also have in mind, and again, this is a bit of development info, like, we do need to be sure that it's ready. And I'll leave it at that, okay? It needs to be there, you know, and there's, you know, lots of work that AMD is doing with this, and that's as much as I can say at this point, okay? Because like there are things that I cannot say, so I'm not going into this any further. But I just wanted to point it out. We didn't announce FSR 3. We didn't say it's coming for 2.0, my friends. Okay? Just wanted to be very clear and upfront with that. Okay? The fact that, you know, what AMD said, they said it, cool.
Briefly touched upon that.
They said it, and that's cool. It seems to me that the crouch ability is something new that opponents can do. Well, yeah, I mean, we mentioned that, Pablo, that that basically the crouch or use cover ability is something that they can use right now, dynamically spawned covers. So basically, when the vehicles park and so on, they can use them as covers and so on. They couldn't do it before. It's just one of many things. It was already also revealed by the press before.
So that would be.
I think VGC actually mentioned that.
I mean,
yes.
come on, guys, you can drop us still the questions.
Anyway, I think I'm just gonna jump back to the gameplay bit again and just make it run. Or actually, you know what, my friends, I'm gonna go back to this, and right now I'm gonna see if what else I also have for you. Oh yes, I actually have 2 interviews with Gabe that we didn't watch. So I wanted to watch them with you, my friends, when the Gabe will be talking about, and I think we'll be soon wrapping this up because just there's so many, there's so many things. Sapphire messaged me. I just wanted to answer. Okay, then, my friends, let me check really quickly your questions. Kirkov, can we get an excuse letter for our workplaces and schools in order to provide Phantom Liberty when it launches? Yeah, I mean, I'm not empowered to provide you with such letter, but that would be great. That would be great. In the mix, I have no idea what you're talking about. I will read your comment, but that's absolutely not true. AMD Mix says, seems AMD is the game in this game is always neglected. That's 100% not true. 100% not true. You just don't know the situation, how it looks, and what is the state of the technology. You just don't. And please don't assume things that are untrue. And then in the mix mentions, I mean, makes sense, NVIDIA sponsored title. Cyberpunk is not sponsored by NVIDIA, my friend. So I just wanted to address this. Guys, please do not jump the gun and do not assume things, okay? I wanted to add something. At the moment, when FSR 2 and 2.1 and even more, 2.1.13, I don't know if you remember this, but when 2.1 was out, sorry, 2.1.13 FSR was out, it was out for, I think, 4 days when we have integrated into our patch and shipped it. It was out for 4 days. I hope that says something. I'm not gonna go more into this topic, but I just wanna ask about a bit of trust, okay? A bit of trust, my friends. Yes? Not going to comment anything on this because, like, if you ask me, do I want you guys to get FSR 3? 100%. Of course I do. Do we want to? Of course we do. It's nobody saying no, that we don't want to. Things need to be ready, things need to be working, and things need to be announced officially. Nothing was announced on our side officially, therefore we assume it doesn't exist. Yes? Okay, I'm glad, right? Real fans want it integrated 4 seconds after. Yes. I can imagine, and again, being a fan, nothing bad in that. Completely agree with you. I do empathize, and I know that this is what it means being a fan, you know. And just don't get my words wrong. Like I am not, you know, trying to deny anything, my friends. Okay. So yes, Will you integrate FSR 4.0? Very interesting, very interesting. My chum probably works in AMD in the, how do you call it? Experimentation lab, or how you call it. How you call it, exactly. Krushit said, let them cook. Just let them do it right, you know? Just let them do it right for us, you know? That's what I would say, you know? Exactly, like people mentioned on the chat, you know, like first, Moloch says FSR was available as a mod for several months before you guys added it officially. Okay, Moloch, but do you know why? Do you know why? Do you know what changes FSR 2.1 introduced? Do you remember? Significant ghosting that was visible in FSR 2, my chum. That is it. That's the reality. FSR 2 had significant ghosting. That's why we've integrated 2.1 that had it resolved mostly, my friend. Yes, because like as a creators, we take responsibility of our game. Do you understand what it means? It's a different thing. It's a different thing. We take responsibility of our game, right? And again, you can check what I said. You know, you can check the version 2.0 versus 2.1. That is the difference, my friend. Anyway, just please be, I would say, a bit more trust. And again, you can run Cyberpunk with the mod version, and you can just check it. You can check basically how bad was the ghosting, especially on mirrors, on hair, on reflections, on situations when character was standing and then there was a reflection at the back. My man, there was so many different significant cases when it actually ghosted really badly. So anyway, just wanted to address this. Galaxy says Pavel has a patient of a saint. I mean, no, well, I'm patient, that's one thing, that's for sure, but I just want to have a conversation with you guys, right? Like, because again, we are not here to like hype this game, right? I just want to have a talk with you, right? And again, I still, and I want to have a talk. And again, Shihas says FSR 2.1 still has bad ghosting. And, you know, and Shihas, and compare it to 2.0. Compare it to 2.0. And then you will guys understand what I mean. That is the reality, my friends, okay? Yeah? So, I hope we can all have just slightly more trust in us. And then you can understand why we're doing things as we are doing them. Okay? Cool. Okay then, I think we're gonna move on because we went into this PC GPU drama, exactly. Igor says we went into this PCU GPU nook and crannies discussion, which is fun. I think I'm not really denying this, but let's just move on. Mr. Monthly says throws a coconut at a random person in chat. Cool, I guess. So some of you guys got the coconutted. Can you tell us more about vehicle combat? I heard you can blow cars, and also does the rise level cap work with the base game? Well, I mean, raised vehicle cap works with a Phantom Liberty, my chum, because there's just more content, so you need raised level cap. Level cap is raised of 10 levels, as we mentioned, to level 60. I saw that there was like some misunderstanding. I don't know from where it came from. Maybe someone somewhere misunderstood something, but I heard saw players repeating in some places that it's 60 and some people repeating that it's 70. And we were like, I remember we were talking like, okay, we need to address this on stream just to be sure, because it seems that there is some confusion. And again, it could be that someone just misheard something, or we shared that info incorrectly. However, I don't think so. I think it was just a misunderstanding. But anyway, we wanted to clarify that it's level 60. Because to 20 levels was just oddly high, right? Like I think like when people were saying that level 20 levels higher was just oddly weird. But 60 is understandable because it's just higher. I would like to ask if there will be any changes to how mods work for Phantom Liberty or patch 1.7. Vagisus Rect. First of all, the next patch is patch 2.0, not 1.7. Important thing. That's one thing, my chum. A second thing, my chum, is that I do not have much to share in regards of modding working in 2.0. I would have to ask our modders who are working with us what's the status exactly, and I don't really know. Yes. Yes, exactly. And as our chum Saduka wrote, my friends, just a question, please. When 2.0 and Phantom Liberty comes out, please, clean install. I beg you, clean install and get the fucking drivers, okay? Get the drivers. Drivers from 2014, not good. No. Drivers from, 17th century, drivers from 1987, no. Drivers from Amiga, no, not good. Apple II drivers, not good. Latest shit, okay? You see how this game looks like, right? Do you know why it looks like this? Because the new technology. New means wasn't present before. Do you think that drivers from Amiga work with path tracing? Take a guess. I'll give you a moment to just take a guess. It doesn't. Exactly. So many people are correct in the chat. It doesn't. Yes? Yes. I'm so glad I addressed it. Anyway, my chums, please. Shit comes in. You go in and you update the drivers and you go clean install. All the schlongs of Cyberpunk, naked mod, expanded romances, all of the horny mods, replace, reinstall. Make sure you are clean. If I see any fucking complaints online and then I check the save and I see that it was modded, I'm gonna travel to you in person, put you over my fucking knee and whip your ass. And it's not an offer. It's a threat. Okay? It's not an offer, it's a threat. So, that's it. If I fucking see any broken saves because of that, I'm gonna get mad. Anyway. Horny mods are a priority. I know. Just ask your favorite modders to go in and address it, okay? You want your naked Panam mod? Fine. Have your naked Panam mod, but Jesus, get it updated 2.0. Anyway, I have spoken. Seriously. Because amount of time I open Reddit and I see this quest is broken since so long. Since 1.63, this quest is broken. Yeah, and then I check what happened and it's modded, and I'm like, I'm gonna whip your ass. Anyway, because then players talk about it on it and they're like, ugh, Reds, they're so fucking sloppy. And I'm like, I am seriously gonna take a belt and whip your ass. If I hear this once more. Anyway, Pavel are so sloppy. Yes, Korkova, I'm gonna whip you for this shit, Anyway. My friends, let's move on. We went into GPU drama. Now we are in a whiplash drama. Time to I like Angry Pavel. Sure. Now we're gonna go into some cool interview that happened with Gabe.
Hello, Night City, and welcome to this special news update on Cyberpunk 2077's upcoming expansion, Phantom Liberty. Joining me to help us deep dive into what to expect for this expansion is Phantom Liberty Director Gabriel Amatangelo.
Yo, Gabe the GOAT again!
Oh, good to see you again.
Hi, you as well. Hi, everyone.
Okay, so I want to talk about the levels, because obviously we're getting
I think that has happened a couple days ago,
town
that
and
interview.
new area in Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So tell me about it. How many buildings can we go into? Are there lots of little secrets hidden around?
Dogtown. So Dogtown is ruled by Kurt Hansen, and he is.
This is already
sort of
a part that you saw, so I assume this is not a story spoiler.
States. And he seized the area, and so he kind of rules it with an iron fist, if you will. He's like a militia leader. And he exploits with various different weapons dealing and trading. and other black market goods, and some of which the players can get a hold of.
Oh yeah, the black
so
market.
Generally
Yes.
speaking, we wanted it to have sort of an impressive feel. So you see his militia, his units around, and you kind of are on edge. The communities are, ruled with strictly, if you will. But at the same time, the NCPD and the corpos are not allowed there. So it's a place that some, unsavory characters escape to. So it's a rougher area.
Could we be one of those unsavory characters?
Certainly, it's a role-playing game after all. You can, and
unsavory character.
Last time, if you start committing crimes or getting out of order in that area, he will send his units after you.
Going
and
down the pipe.
Escalate.
This
and
pipe is so
bring
dark
out,
in path tracing, by the way.
APCs, vehicles with mounted weapons, so on and so forth.
Yeah. So we have new.
Is there's a Dogtown edition of Hot Down? Yeah, absolutely.
Here. So kind of run me through what we're seeing right now.
So this is
rougher than
our
Watson. Come on,
trailer.
I mean it's pretty rough. I'll just let the footage go at the back because, I assume you guys saw it. I will just link you the video as always when we will see it. This is just yet another bit. It's also again tiny bit of spoiler. This was kind of shared already, so you see it. There's no story spoilers here, by the way. Anything heavy in a way, it's not here. So. You guys will be able to see it, and it's super early in the story. So, Machiavelli says I miss Jackie. Yeah. Pablo Saska special whip edition, whip DLC. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely, that's exactly what should happen. Oricon, how come the street cred cap wasn't raised? Oh, I don't know the answer for this question. In the base game, it was already easy to reach max street cred before finishing the game, and in Phantom Liberty, it's gonna be even easier with all the new content. Chum. I don't know, actually, the answer for this question. This is really for gameplay, guys. And, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? I have no idea. Yeah. IGN's new article, Valerie wrote, Quest director will personally come to players' houses and spank them. Exactly, Valerie. Exactly. You can add, mercifully. Mercifully whip their asses. Yes, that's gonna be the. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this headlines. If what will come with that is the action of I reinstall my mods and I go clean when it comes to the drivers. I don't use drivers from Macintosh 2 or Apple from Apple 2 from 1984. I believe they were shipped. So you know what? That's basically what I. What I think. Yes. Is there going to be mention of Jackie in Phantom Liberty? I missed him. Machiavelli said, I'm not gonna spoil anything, Machiavelli. Yeah, I know. There are some connections between base game and Phantom Liberty, but not gonna say more. Too much of a story on a story end, my friend. Gabe is not Polish, right? Gabe is American, of course.
Different events that kind of happen off screen, if you will.
Of course. I'm just checking the questions.
We revamped the skill system, and so now there's so many.
Will you play Cyberpunk 2330 game? Jake Joyride? Never heard of that game in my life. What is even that?
I love that we're watching this gameplay.
What is even that? The Cyberpunk 2330 game, my chum. Pavel, at the beginning of Red's stream, we were shown how V is reading a book. Is this how the books will look in the game, or is it an unique event? Hades asks, is the opening of a kind of a standalone version? I don't want to say more about it. It's basically a prop in that scene, my friend. So it's in a way just an opening there. And it's a cool, interesting book, but not gonna say anything more. Clips from this stream will be gold, Stoic Tower said. Oh yeah. Guys, if you will see actually anyone installing 2.0 and Phantom Liberty and complaining that it doesn't work on mods, you can just send them the clip from my stream, really, and be like, you know what? Let me actually send you the word from a quest director himself. Here is an advice what you can do, okay? We can have a deal like this and just send them this clip, okay? Yes.
The story, it's contiguous all the way in. and then as you want to come and go, and you can go back.
Pavo, I noticed that in the police combat presentation, Maxter didn't exit the AV very dynamically, which caught my attention. The rest is awesome, no complaints. Lero 3037, yes, we do know about that topic, actually. We do know about that topic. It's being looked into. I don't know if and how much and if it's gonna be improved. I cannot promise anything. It's being looked into. As you can imagine, it's fairly complex situation when, AV arrives, drops units, they're different animations, different situations of the ground detection and whatnot. It's important. But of course, I acknowledge the issue. Pavel needs his own plane just for whipping in all countries. Oh, that would be nice, actually. That would be nice. Just this with Force 1, whip Force 1. I just jump in a whip Force 1, just arrive, take out my golden belt, do the smacking and leave. That would be nice. I refuse to uninstall Princess Bugbear. Grindera said, okay. Well, what I can say, gonna be whipped. I guess I'm picking up my first ticket to Grindera. This is how it's gonna happen. Machiavelli says, you guys added so new mechanics and reworked a lot of them. Have you tweaked some quests in the main game to fit the new mechanics? We did, but I won't go more into details. Because in main quests, car chases do not exist and exist some... And existing ones are very scripted. Also, Adam Smasher fights still easy. He doesn't fight smarts or soak bullets like an idiot. Yeah, I mean, Machiavelli. So the answer is, of course, the new stuff is done in a way that works with the base game. However, I mean, do not expect that we have re-implemented completely the whole base game, right? That would be fucking death sentence. Like if we would try that. It's just this game is so massive. And again, I know you guys always say it's too short and it's too little. I know, I acknowledge that. That for you it's too little. But from my poor ass dev perspective, it's fucking gigantic and really complicated. And because of that, it's not always possible to just fucking go in and re-implement absolutely everything. That being said, new stuff is being accommodated for. So we want to make sure that, on 2.0 this game looks good and works in a solid fashion. I want to say. But please do not later do it in a way, I've seen in one quest this old thing that was there and Pavel said that they are fixing it. He's a fucking liar. Because it will make me sad. With all the heart I put into it and conversations with you, when then, my good intentions are turned against me, I'm always just so disappointed in human race. Anyways, just wanted to say it, okay? Anyway, but we are doing what we can, okay? Let's keep it at this. Making Pavel sad should be a crime? Oh, man. Yeah, I'm sad Pavel sometimes, but it is what it is. Geralescu? I don't know if that's the right name. I don't know if you had some information, but what can you say about a better HDR implementation to 2.0? My friend, no idea. I didn't follow the topic. I don't know the topic. I'm sorry. I'm not too educated on that front, okay? I cannot speak about this. I cannot speak about this. So, Ashbury Fusion, do gangs have their own bounty system like the police? No, Ashbury Fusion, that's not the case. Not according to what I know. So I'm not gonna be commenting on this. More like that is something we didn't really look into, my friend. Can you say more about the endless events? I mean, that has been revealed already, my friends. That the endless events are the courier activity, which is basically the vehicle gigs and airdrops. That was something that we already spoken about a bunch of times openly. So you should know. You should know. Wait, that is not it? That is it. Okay, I mistakenly switched wrong panels. Another one. Actually, this is another interview with with Gabe Amatangelo. This time around for Xbox, I think. If I'm not wrong, let's take a look. on it as well. Yeah.
Excited for Cyberpunk 2077's
Gotta
Phantom
be
Liberty
Henry.
DLC? Here's all you need to know from CD Projekt Red's Gabriel Amatangelo.
Last night was crazy. I mean, opening night live. What was your reaction to seeing how everybody took it all in?
It's so much fun. It's so much fun. We're excited. Seems like a lot of people are excited. So let's get this thing out there.
Now, it's pretty clear Phantom Liberty is super anticipated by gamers all across the globe, and you and CD Projekt Red have been...
I just wanted to say that it's so fucking cool that you guys are looking forward to it. I just wanted to say this, to be honest, because, like, I don't think... Okay, I for sure didn't anticipate the reception of the new ways to play, and I didn't... Because, like, in a way, I kind of anticipated the reception of Phantom Liberty. Being like, yeah, people are looking for new content, there will be a new story, they expect just new quests, new location, cool. But I just didn't expect you to be so hyped and about all the reworks that we have done. It's really great to see, especially after what happened in 2020. And I'm not referring to COVID, mind you. It's really nice to hear that you guys are really hyped and really looking forward to this. It's really been... it's an amazing feeling, you know, because like feeling that we have maybe earned the second chance just by working. Oh God, Cogito, thank you so much, my friend, for gifting the subs. You're the best. Jesus Christ. Feeling that we could earn that chance back from you is really, really humbling. Really incredibly humbling. And seriously, like knowing that, it's even higher pressure, I would say, not to disappoint you, you know, with anything. And I would hate it if we would, in some ways, you know. That's why I just don't want to overhype anything. I want to be honest with everything that's coming. There's some things that I just can't say of course, because it's just, you know, it's not the reveal stream when I guys tell you everything that you want to know. But I can go more into details with stuff that we already revealed, you know, and maybe explain, you know, what are the reasons and whatnot. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you so much for this and for just being hyped and looking forward to this. I really appreciate it. I didn't expect it. I also... Like, guys, couple days ago, I was actually watching the Friends Per Second podcast. So that is the podcast where you have, like, Skill Up and Jake Baldino from Before You Buy, and you have The Completionist, and you have Lucy James, and you have sometimes Hassan. So, like, couple... Hussein, not Hassan. Jesus Christ. Yes, Tamur Hussein sorry, by some reason I mistaken Tam. Anyway, yes, you have all of them, and I remember when Ralph Skillup, when he was talking about Phantom Liberty, and he said that for him, Phantom Liberty has stolen the show, stolen Gamescom, and I was like, what? Really? And I just like took that video and sent it to the other Reds. I'm like, hey. Look, Chums, you know, you really said it, and which was really amazing to hear. So yeah. Anyway, let's look into this.
Working really hard and listening to the community feedback as well. Why don't you give us a peek into some of the reworked systems?
Sure. So there's so many, and maybe I can say kind of like a highlight what the inspiration was.
Yeah,
we
you have
had
another
such a
gameplay
beautiful,
footage here.
incredible world with so much potential. We wanted to infuse it with a bit more life. So we have a lot of new systems and new AI improvements and new fantasy fulfilling kind of abilities and stuff like that that you can do. We revamped the police system so you can get in trouble. You can fight max tack if you really get up there in trouble.
Really? Max tack?
Max tack,
oh,
indeed.
We're so screwed.
Yes. And there's various different archetypes of the max tack units, and they have different mechanics and things like that.
I have shown you today so much footage from this
in
game.
Dogtown, it's a different crew. It's the bar guests who are like the law enforcement there.
So
Kurt's militia. And then, of course, NCPD. And if you go to the Badlands, then it's Militech that are going to enforce the areas.
He looks so
there.
professional.
So there's a big variety, a lot of stuff. We've got like the player's an agent in the world, and the world reacts to the player. But also, you'll see like gangs fighting each other.
Yeah, actually, like what Gabe talked about, that's like some of the things that I really try to address with my teams. Being like, you know, the fact that sorry, Chums, my second monitor on which I'm watching the stream died by some reason, and I am I'm just trying to see what you guys see, just to be sure that nothing broke. What Gabe said here, so basically being able to like address the fact that player is an agent in the world, and that but there are also other agents. There are also other people. There are also other people like, again, gangs fighting. Sometimes there are also chases. All of that, we worked on that stuff, to be sure that we depict that. Now, is it perfect? I don't know. It's probably fucking ever going to be perfect. But is it better? I think it's a lot better. I think it's okay, better level. You know what I mean? That's what I think.
And chasing each other in cars and stuff like that. So there's other agents in the world as well. So again, the world was so much potential, and we just wanted to infuse it with a bit more life in a kind of dynamic system way.
That's amazing. I mean, why don't you talk a bit more about those new systems? Yeah. I mean, what in particular has been added to Phantom Liberty that players should be excited about?
Sure. So I touched on the police system and stuff like that. I should talk about the skill trees and stuff like that. So one of our big inspirations in revamping, we revamped the skill trees almost entirely. And one of our big inspirations is that we wanted to have sort of like, when you think about this world with cyberware, right, and the dark future, you've got certain fantasies in mind of kind of like ways you'd want to play and ways you want to be. Do you want to be like the fast marshal?
I will just put it slightly more at the background, and then we're gonna look at the questions, my dears, because I'm gonna be wrapping the stream in like 10 minutes or so. As I mentioned, like today I'll just stream slightly shorter, just because of how much time I have, just because of how much work I have right now, my friends. Okay, really quickly, CG James, can you shoot max stack while they're in AV before they deploy, or is there some kind of shield to protect them? I believe you can. Really, I don't think there's any shield and so on, but I didn't really try that often. So I am not sure. I mean, there's most definitely no shield or anything like this.
I'm already concocting like Sandervist and Gorilla.
Yeah, the guys concocting. Tortellini, did the car just went flying? Oh, could be Tortellini. That's highly possible, especially when sometimes when they panic and like fall off the cliffs, or for instance here, like just fucking exploded that car. But that is some like low level. Yeah, Jesus, this car combat. Ooh, that's actually so fun. It's actually so far. Will the Trauma team also be agents in the world? That wasn't much that we have done with Trauma. Schmook 33. Can't go much into detail, but don't expect like a huge amount with Trauma stuff. Just wanted to mention this. Yeah. Well, limited possibilities. Not everything can be done, my chum. We're doing everything we can. Could you elaborate if Nanowire has a separate hacking animation? I don't think we have shown how the Nanowire applies the quick hacks, so I won't mention this. Like, I think it was said that it basically happens when you do the strong attack. So that is as much as I can tell you. I didn't think we have shown it in any footage, but again, I'm trying to stay on top of fucking all the footage. So yeah, this is for instance like how it looks in first person, right? When they shoot from like back of a van or something, right? Where you can where you can see. Has Victor been given any new cyberware to buy? Oh, I mean, a lot of stuff has been updated, but like exactly specifically Victor, I don't know, my friend. I'm sorry, like there is a high chance, because there was just so much shit was updated that I would be surprised that the answer is no. I would be surprised if the answer is no. That being said, I am not 100% sure. So please take it with a grain of salt what I'm saying. Do you think car combat is a lot easier than combat of Roach? I wouldn't hit the thing on Roach, so I'm worried. I mean, Viewer died. I think that it's much easier. I think it's much easier. Much easier. Specifically like with mounted weapons. With mounted weapons, it's actually really, really easy and fun. With the situations when we have the gun in your hand and you need to shoot through windows or open doors, it's a bit more complex, but I think it's still kind of cool and kind of there. But again, you guys need to check it and see it. I'm not overhyping you. I don't want you to be disappointed, Mr. Haynes is a very mysterious character, doesn't show his face, Machiavelli says. We're gonna solve this mystery in Phantom Liberty. I'm low-key curious about that weird named dude. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine you're curious, but I cannot add anything to this. I cannot add anything to this, my tube, just because of the fact that it is going to be it is going to be a secret. I would say you will see. It's a part of the story. Now, what I wanted to do now, I just wanted to play some cool beat at the end and just take a couple more questions. And my friends, we're gonna be going. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, I have a ton of work for today, so I'll just ton of work being work-related stuff and Promised Land and so on. So I really need to get the other things done or checked. So I will be jumping off of the stream soon. Let's play this banger. Tell us a secret, Pavel Sasko. Can I tell you a secret? Well, I mean, the inherent component of a secret is that it's a secret. Samuel Amadeus, very interesting Polish, my friend. I am actually not kind of sure what you're saying, but you said you didn't have much time. Well, yeah, I don't. I will have to be running. Pavel, tell us more about the body count lottery. No idea, Pablo, what I can tell you. Will there be any other anime of Cyberpunk edgerunners? Thanks for your work. Juan Andromeda. I think I read your name right. Juan, I cannot say anything about the future projects, announced, unannounced, whatever. Things that haven't been spoken about in any way, so I don't know. But I'm glad you liked edgerunners. We play as Kurt yet. I am not going to say anything. No story spoilers in the stream. No. Can you confirm if consumables like food and drinks were made more useful or have more interesting effects? Oh god, uranium bullet. I mean, I don't know the answer 100%, so I don't know if I can answer this question. There were reworks surrounding that, but I would leave it at that, okay? I don't think I can add more. I don't think I can add more. Definitely gameplay team has been looking into it. Any future for Red Engine? I mean, well, Phantom Liberty and shipping Phantom Liberty. That's as much as I can say for now. That's the most closest future. Further future, hard try. Soundtrack spoiler. Ah, yes, because this is the song that has been revealed already. So why not? That's why I'm playing it, because I really like it. Haven't heard anything about crafting. Hasn't been changed much. Baron von Erich asks. Baron von Erich, we addressed it somewhat, that we have touched it, but I do not know much details, so I don't want to speak about it just because, like, I don't really know exactly. There were updates surrounding the crafting for sure, but yeah, that is really it. Pavo Sasko team, oh god, it sounds very like omnipotent. It sounds very like warring and dangerous, this team. So if that's my team, holy fuck. Could you confirm if you added an animation when installing cyberware of this have been a confused info? So Blazek, the answer is yes and no. So there is an animation as V gets off the chairs and, you know, like plays animation depending on what you've installed and whatnot. We have set out openly. I saw people being confused because, like, some people misinterpreted that every single time you have a scene like Victor installing everything, you're seeing that. That's not the case. So that's why I said the answer is yes and no in the same time, right? Ominous, yes, playing in my roles, good point. So that's why I said the answer is yes and no in the same time. There is, but it's not like the victor scene. So it's more like a immersive Ripper Dog kind of thing, you know. So there are some things that we have upgraded, which I think is nice and cool. I like it. But it's not the fully blown scene. Also because like it would be just fucking pain in the ass. Like you seeing it every time, that would be first thing you start to skip. Honestly. So I think it's a pretty cool middle ground right now. But yeah, we didn't show it, but it was said that it's like that, so that's why I could comment on it, my chums. What animations plays if you buy every slot or a lot of different cyberware? Big boy Raph. You will see, my friend. I don't want to go more into it, but basically there's like a priority structure that decides on that. So that is it. You know, like we didn't show that, so that's why I don't want to go more into this, because I don't want to reveal stuff that hasn't been revealed. I can discuss what was revealed in some ways, at least, or clarify if something is confusing. But that is it, you know. That is where the line, where I need to draw the line of NDA, okay? Zibok asks, is the update active for a standard game now? You mean base game? It is. It will be available for full base game, yes, for free for everyone. But we didn't announce yet when, my friend. So, but shit ton of what you saw is simply just 2.0, and yeah. Des House Jesus asks PS4 2. No, my friend. Only current gen consoles and PCs, my friend. The PS4 is like 11 years old now. I mean, my friend, this is like older than most of you. Some of you here on the chat. I'm worried. Like, people on the chat have older kids than, younger kids than PS4. I mean, I'm real. I'm seriously real. Like, it's an old tech. It's an old tech. You know, like the current gen is 3 years old already. You know, the current gen is 3 years old already. So, I mean, yeah, it's 10 years old, not 11. Okay, well, still, you know. Nebula Monkey says, I'm 6 years old. Holy fuck. This is a stream for adults. Family-friendly stream for adults. I need to ban you, Nebula Monkey. You are too young to watch this. Damn it. Insta-kick, exactly. I'm 3 years old. Deus Jesus. Damn, you are very gorgeous and elaborate. And I need to congratulate your parents for your verbal development and speech, if you can, being 3 years old, right so well. I'm 11 months old. I am amazed that you can type. Are you playing Starfield, Pavel? Looking forward to it. No, I'm not playing Starfield. I will eventually play it, probably after Phantom Liberty ships, because you can imagine that that's something I need to focus on almost 100%. This is... I really need to get that, you know. I really need to get that finished on my side, you know, together with my teams, ship it, then we can talk about playing some fun stuff. My dears, I will be slowly wrapping this up. It was an incredible time to be here with you and finally be able to show you things, talk together, look into it. I wanted to thank our dear Reds and moderators that have been here. We've been 2.5 hours live. As I mentioned, I need to today be slightly earlier off just because of some other obligations that I have. So, my dears, thank you so much for coming to the stream. I wanted to mention our dear Reds and moderators. Oh wow, and we have Słowik with us. Szymon Słowikowski, that's our senior cinematic design coordinator. Thank you, Simon, for being here. We have Stealthspell Despina, our quest designer, Chivok, our customer, our player experience manager. I think so. Ayano, our UI producer. As always, I encourage you to check Ayano's stream. She is streaming Destiny 2 if you want to check it out. She's in my recommended streamers. And we have, of course, our friend Kogito. And we have, of course, my dear girlfriend Sapphire. All of them here. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are the best. And I will leave you with this banger. And we will see each other probably in 2 weeks. Because in 1 week, I am going to be in Promised Land, my friends. I'm going to be in Promised Land, so I won't be able to stream for you. But we're gonna be back stronger than ever. Till then, See you, my dears. And I hope you are going to enjoy Phantom Liberty in 2.0. Bye-bye.